Hey guys, Vex Viewer here, and I wanted to address something in regard to the Disney Plus show Loki. Some of you may know that I am a big fan of the MCU, and I've noticed there's a lot of people who seem to believe that the events of Loki will open up the multiverse, which will lead to the Multiverse of Madness. They think Loki will do something that will cause the multiverse to open, and Wanda and Doctor Strange will have to deal with those ramifications in the film. Guys, I don't think that will happen. In fact, nothing close to that will happen. In this video, I'm going to quickly break down why I feel that way, and you can tell me if you agree or not. Okay, to understand why I think there's no chance of this happening, we need to take a look at what they're actually doing with these Disney Plus shows. These are character-driven stories, right? Wanda's dealing with grief. Sam, being a black man in America, needs to decide whether he wants to take up the mantle of Captain America, and Bucky suffers from PTSD. They're taking these characters and progressing them, developing them, and setting them up for their next chapter in the MCU.
Does WandaVision have a connection to the Doctor Strange sequel?
It is a complete tee-up for my character.
There you go.
Character work is really the focus of these stories. Sure, you're introducing new characters and expanding the world a bit, but for the most part, these are small-scale stories in the grand scheme of things. They're not using these shows for big-scale MCU stories. They will save that for the movies. Something on the level of a Thanos snap will happen in the movies. Loki's attack on New York? Movie. Ultron? Movie. The destruction of Asgard? Movie. Big scale stuff, MCU altering stuff will happen in the films, not the shows. Especially the character specific shows like WandaVision or Loki. The multiverse opening up is big scale. That will happen in the movies. Which one? Well, I don't know. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's right. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. That tells us all we need to know. They're not going to make it so you have to watch Loki to know what the hell is going on in that film. It's not going to happen. Imagine someone walking into a theater to watch Doctor Strange 2 and the movie starts in the Multiverse of Madness. Now imagine someone wondering what the hell is going on. What are you going to say? Well, you see, in Loki Season 1, Episode 5, Loki does yada yada, and that's what causes the multiverse to open up. I guess you should have watched a show about a character that died in Infinity War. They're not going to do that. Okay, it's not going to happen. Remember, big scale MCU stuff will happen in the films. World altering stuff, the film, not the show. Now, honestly, I could stop the video right here, but now let's talk about what we've seen in the show that has people on this bandwagon. The following contains spoilers for the first 3 episodes of Loki, obviously. What is Loki actually about? Loki is a show about Loki getting to know himself in more ways than one.
Do you enjoy hurting people?
I don't enjoy hurting people. I do it because I have to, because I've had to.
Yeah? What exactly makes a Loki a Loki?
It's a show of introspection, character focused. This is what the show is actually about. Now, in episode 1, Miss Minutes calls out the multiverse and uses the word madness.
Could branch off into madness, leading to another multiversal war.
This leads to a lot of people thinking the events of the show will lead to the Multiverse of Madness. We now know that nothing that anyone says in the TVA can be taken seriously.
I was told that everyone who works at the TVA was created by the Timekeepers.
That's ridiculous. They're all variants, just like us.
Miss Minutes is probably spewing propaganda. We don't know what would happen if a branch were to reach the red line. Maybe nothing. So let's keep that in mind. I believe that the writer used the word madness just as a nod to the movie Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. That's it. He also used the word nexus. You know what show also used that word? WandaVision. You know who's considered to be a nexus being? The Scarlet Witch, the woman who is in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Do you see where I'm going with this? It's almost as if the writers are telling you who's going to cause the Multiverse of Madness. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Wanda.
Am I right?
I should mention this. In a recent interview with Empire, when asked about Loki, Kevin Feige said, "It perhaps will have more impact on the MCU than any other show thus far." Is he talking about the multiverse? Guys, he could be talking about anything. Literally anything. Maybe the show will set up Kang. Maybe the TVA is in the quantum realm, who knows? Maybe by the end of the show, we'll have a true understanding of the multiverse and how it works. All of that is possible, but again, the main purpose of these shows is the character study. They can set up new characters like Monica Rambeau, John Walker, and Sylvie. They can expand the MCU, give us new places like the TVA and Madripoor, but they're not gonna have these MCU altering events that have major ramifications like the opening of the multiverse. That will happen in the films. If I'm wrong, feel free to come back to this video and roast me in the comments. Okay, that's it for this video, guys. Hope that made sense. Like and subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and I will see you later. Peace.